I've got you loud and clear on this frequency. I am ready. Please, let's go ahead and begin. I copied the beginning of the question, but not the rest. I do have a written list. I think that question was from Loris. Is that correct? Loris, that's a good question. I'd like to just make clear, though, the commitment is one made by many thousands of people the world over that have put together this fantastic space station, and I'm in that regard, and I think it's great that we have the resources and the energy to build an outpost in space, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Our relationship among the crew on board is very, very good. We were friends long before we launched on space station. So nobody's really being forced to live here, and it's a pleasure just spending time with these great crew members that I've got, and to get a chance to do the work we do and do that all together is fantastic. Luigi, there's not specific culture requirements that I know of. We basically get evaluated during the course of our selection for missions and as cosmonauts and astronauts before we even begin. And then we also do a lot of training together in difficult situations, and they include winter survival training, water survival training. We do a National Outdoor Leadership School training. We train in an underwater laboratory in the Florida Keys, many of us. So we've had a lot of chance to be in confined environments and stressful environments together. It seems like it varies from person to person. For myself, coming to space from the Earth environment is really easy. The transition to weightlessness is very easy. When I returned to Earth after at least my shuttle mission, getting used to gravity again was much harder for me. It took me before lifting weight. So for me, the trip up's easy. The trip back's a little tougher. Otherwise would be the case, and it's also a convenient height for visiting vehicles to get to. They don't need a lot of fuel, or as much fuel as if we were orbiting at 500 or 600 kilometers. Flight path is controlled by thrusters that are on the Russian segment modules, by the European Automated Transfer Vehicle module, by Soyuz modules. That takes care of translation. Attitude in general, that's the orientation of the space station relative to the Earth, that is generally maintained by giant control moment gyros, big spinning flywheels that are on the U.S. segment. Over.